Kitten, I said
Yeah.
you can sing.
I rap.
Okay, now listen, on my show, I don't know if you know, anybody that comes up here, they gotta spit or they gotta sing.
Oh, Lord have mercy. I didn't know that.
Come on now, throw some bars. Yep, you ain't know I was gonna put you on the spot, did I?
Why the hell so many people are trying to tell me to slow down? Seems like motherfuckers should be shutting the hell up and enjoying the show.
All right, so Monique Samuels, how you doing?
I'm great. I'm blessed. I'm good. How are you?
You look blessed. You look blessed. I see it all in your face and your smile, your skin look hydrated. I was gonna say, man, listen, we've been trying to get you on the show for a minute.
Yes, like it's been a long time coming. We had some people blocking us before, and I'm free now.
That's what I was gonna say. See, I could talk shit about Real Housewives of Bravo right now, or Truly Original. Like, it's mind-boggling. Like, I break so many stories on the cast and bring them so many viewers, and yet they won't allow you guys to interview with me.
Really crazy. And you remember when I talked to you months ago, I gave you the heads up. I said, listen, it's not you. If they shut things down, they've been blocking all of my press at that time.
They blocked a lot of people on this platform here.
Wow.
They even blocked me.
They want to limit how much exposure we get. You know, they want to control that.
Well, that's why the views are going down. See, the exposure when, Housewives franchise first came on the scene. Funky Dineva, Straight from the A. A lot of people were covering them and they were getting mad views. You know what I'm saying? Plus the show was real nice, but to cut down the actual press, I don't know. Are they under new management or something?
I have no idea. I think that they're nervous about the fact that social media has taken over so much that they're afraid that they'll lose viewers because social media is reporting so much on it. But it seems like to me they're losing viewers because they're not allowing people to talk about the show and give some, inside scoop and tea and all that good stuff.
Right. So you get it popping on social media, they're gonna follow wherever it goes because they're gonna want it. I don't know. I don't know. It's weird, but I'm glad that we finally have you here. Yes. Let's go and get into it. Now, as a former castmate of The Real Housewives of Potomac, I want to address a lot of the colorism issues. You mind going there?
Oh yeah, let's talk about it.
How do you feel about the colorism issues in general?
In general, I definitely believe it exists, but it should be only used when it's actually relevant to the situation. I can't stand when people call colorism when they're actually acting like the stereotype that has been put out there, So it has to be used in its proper context. So in some cases, yes, it definitely exists. All of us know that. But use it when it's appropriate. Call it out when it's appropriate so that you don't end up looking like a fool.
Now, Candace said that Ashley, I guess, is accusing Ashley of having, I guess, what they call a colorist advantage. What do you have to say about that?
I mean, you got to look at it for what it is. The person calling it out is the one that's distributed some pretty crazy behavior, I'm not saying that I'm perfect. But at the end of the day, I can call out my own actions and take accountability for those actions without bringing color into it. So I don't think it has anything to do with it. Some people just don't like a person simply because they don't like them. And that's it.
Can I say, in Housewife franchise history, I don't think there's been no one as real, as straightforward, as I'm talking about on their shit like you. When you came out, excuse my French, when you came out with that motherfucking receipt book, it's like it ain't got shit to do with colorism at this point. Let's talk about the facts, light skinned or not.
Right. We're going to put out all the facts and have some receipts to back it up.
And it was so elegant. I was just like, damn. I mean, it was so explosive. And it was nice to see, because there's this thing about the cast is acting hood, ghetto, turning up, just classless and stuff. And to see you sit there, in your dress, in your, nice gown, makeup done. You didn't have to get up to pull nobody's hair or call nobody out of their name and shut shit the fuck down.
Had to show them the other way. You know, there's two sides you can fight with things. There's two sides you can battle, and I can do both. I can do both. So,
do you believe that Candace and Wendy are using their skin tone to kind of silence, Ashley in some tone or in some way?
In some cases, I can definitely say that. If you're acting in an aggressive manner, then you're going to call it out as aggressive. If you're a person that's speaking very calmly and you're just getting your point across, I can use Ebony from Real Housewives of New York as an example. She was speaking very eloquently. She was very calm. And then she was being told to calm down as if she was acting aggressive or out of character or some situation. Now, if it's a situation like that, you can definitely say, okay, there's some colorism happening here, or, I'm being singled out because I'm a Black person. Mm-hmm. But in Wendy and Candace's case, no, they were acting the way that they were called out in those instances for sure.
Now, of course, winos, I have to just interrupt this segment for one moment to thank our sponsor. And today's sponsor is Scentbird. Scentbird is a monthly subscription service that allows you to order over 600 name brand as well as independent fragrances of your choice for as low as $15 a month, and you have the option to upgrade to 2 or 3, okay? Now, these are not trial sizes. These are actually 30-day supplies. They last me a lot longer. I have fragrances upstairs that have been in my bathroom for over a year, and I enjoy only spraying about 1 or 2, okay? Now, each vial that you get comes with about anywhere from 120 to 140 sprays, okay? You tap it right here in the canister, turn it up, and then boom, you spray, okay? What I love about Scentbird is that every month you get to choose the name brand fragrance of your own, okay? They partner with authentic brands to ensure you get the best quality fragrances that you order with your monthly subscription using, okay, my coupon code that I'm gonna tell you about in just a second, and you're gonna order that through my collection page, which you'll be able to access beneath this video, okay? They partner with brands such as Versace, Gucci, Prada, and even independent brands like Get a Room or Toka, okay? You can scroll and select from over 600 brands. And let's not forget that they have skincare, wellness, and makeup. So take advantage of that using the subscription service as well as my coupon code TashaK30 because you get 30% off your first order. Now, the fragrances that I have today is the Toka, Gia, and I love that they come with these cards, okay? It gives you an idea of what the regular size bottle would get, but because you're just testing it out, maybe you like it, maybe you don't like it, but I mean, hey, $15 as opposed to over $100, maybe 60 or 70, you can't beat that, okay? And in this fragrance, once I spray it, you're gonna smell some pink peppercorn, tangerine, Turkish rose, as well as amber and vanilla, okay? Let me smell this right here. Hold on. Let me see if we get that. We do. It's very light, okay? I love this one, okay? They also sent me the Luminaire by Vince. I believe his name is Camuto, okay? And in this, you're gonna smell some plum blossom, some bergamot, magnolia, as well as cedarwood. Let's see if this really smells like this, okay? Hold on. It does. It really does, okay? And next we have Get a Room. I believe this is an independent brand, okay? And you're expected to get some red apple, some mandarin, some cypress, liquid vanilla, and clary sage oil. And let's not forget, guys, these canisters that they have your fragrances in, don't throw them away, okay? They're stylish and easy to travel with, okay? I love them. You don't want the canister out like this. I mean, you may break it if you drop it. You may throw your purse. I don't know, okay? But just use the canister, save them, because once they continue to send the fragrances, you just drop it right in here, turn, okay, and spray. Let me see what we got. Oh, that's nice. That's real nice, okay? Next, of course, we talked about this one, all right? Now, I love Sanctuary Red Panda. Remember, this is a brand that offers clean, conscious, and socially responsible fragrances that are inspired by at-risk animals, okay? And so the at-risk animal that we see here is the red panda. There are only a few. And so a portion of the money that you use to buy, okay, goes to help saving the at-risk animals, okay? And in this one, you're gonna smell. Let's see. Let me see. It's my favorite. Oh, man, okay? Some bamboo accord, black currant berries, jasmine petals, creamy saddlewood, as well as vanilla orchard, okay? And last but not least, we got the Jason Wu Woo, 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 okay? By Scentbird, and you're expected to get some pink pepper, jasmine, sambac, as well as musk. Let me make sure we smelling that. Let me see. Oh yeah. And I'm on my way to the DR too. Oh, it's gonna be nice, okay? It's gonna be nice. And I love smelling different every day, okay? Nobody knows if I'm coming. You know what I'm saying? My scent don't stay the same. All right, and all of this I get for as low as $15 a month, okay? So take advantage right now. Use my coupon code TASHAK30. Don't forget to browse their skincare, wellness products, as well as makeup products, and just have fun without breaking the bank, okay? Now we'll get back to the wine. Let's get it. Throughout television history, I mean, we're talking about Love and Hip Hop. We're talking about Bad Girls Club. We're talking about The Real World. I mean, the list goes on, and just apparently your fight with Candace was the ultimate fight of all fights on television.
I don't think that.
Jocelyn Hernandez has beat how many people? I'm just like, out of all the fights, okay, now when two women are having a disagreement, and you guys, listen, I've taken it there. There's a few, in Panama City I done, ran up on. Now somebody want to press charges, the other person, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't understand it. Did you feel that was, a colorist issue? Maybe people were just looking at, like, you guys are from Potomac and it's supposed to be this way. And, because Potomac is primarily a Caucasian network, and to see Black women such as yourselves representing Potomac with money, with careers, who are doing the damn thing, and now all of a sudden this is looked at as like, oh, this is the worst fight that has ever happened on television. Like, how do you feel about that?
I feel like anytime Black people do anything, it's always looked at as the worst. We will do the same thing as someone else, and they will only look at what the Black people are doing. So I honestly don't. The fight was as big as it was only because of all the screaming and yelling and the fact that I wouldn't let go. That was what got everybody. Punched the one, everything else was open hand. I'm like, come on. It wasn't that serious. There was no blood other than my lip. I was the one walking away with an injury. But yeah, it wasn't like somebody got
beautiful though. You still look beautiful.
Yeah, it's crazy. I just feel like, we can do no good in certain circumstances. And the whole disclaimer, the whole it was just ridiculous. Yeah. It was ridiculous.
And you went toe to toe to her. You let her know, like, look. Do you feel like Andy, because I've heard you say in different interviews, do you feel like Andy held you to a different standard?
I definitely think he questioned me a lot more. Even what was shown, there was a lot in my direction, but it was kind of expected. I already knew this was going to be a heavy reunion for me going into it. And I already knew I would be questioned a lot. I was expecting it, and I was ready for it. I was anticipating, and I was ready for it. But because the season was pretty much painting me as the villain, I already knew it was just going to be so much coming my way. So he was doing what he had to do. And what people didn't see was that he actually at times was making sure that my voice was heard. I didn't have to yell. I didn't have to raise my voice. Anytime I wanted to speak, he made sure I was able to speak. So those things people didn't see. That's why when people are like, oh, you should go harder on Andy, I was like, well, y'all weren't there. Y'all didn't see everything. And even during breaks, he would walk over and he would say, like, I just want to make sure you feel you're being heard. But the questioning and me being held responsible was, it was all on me. It wasn't much in the other direction, for sure.
How is your relationship now that the show is over and you've decided not to return, which I think is absolutely crazy? This was your mom. I'm like, this was your fucking like, and I heard, I'm not going to call out no numbers. I don't like people business out there, like financial business, but I heard the check was pretty nice that they offered you.
Not really.
You didn't?
Not for what they were trying. See, this is the thing. You get to a point where there's no amount of money that can replace or, you can't be compensated for certain things that they do that's just below the belt. Anytime you try to involve my family, my children, you hit below the belt with my marriage, then there's no amount of money, So a lot of people that I walked away because of the fight. Completely not true. That's not the reason I walked away. It was because there was a narrative being painted. And instead of telling the truth during those 3 parts of the reunion, it was like, oh, we're going to just go for the jugular and just take on whatever story and protect the people who are actually doing the dirt. And I wasn't here for it.
You think they have favorites?
Oh, definitely. Whoever they can use the most is going to be their favorite. You can't use me. I'm going to do what I want to do.
How's your relationship now that the show has ended, like with your former castmates? Have you guys made up? Particularly, I want to say like Sharice, you know, have you guys like put your issues aside?
I don't talk to none of them.
Damn. The way you look like, but what you trying to be like that for? Like, I thought maybe because, you know, sometimes, you know, for television, things get hyped up and it's not as real as it seems. But in your case, it was all real.
Oh, the hate was definitely real. Definitely real. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So, no, done deal.
So nobody is trying to reach out to you or anything?
The only people I talk to are Karen and Ashley. I mean, Ashley just texted me a few days ago, just checking up and congratulating me. She, you know, she's really sweet. Like I love that we have had a very up and down relationship, which was of the show, but we were able to forge something genuine, you know, outside of the show. So I'm grateful for the friendship for sure.
Yeah, I've been seeing Ashley. I mean, she's gonna need that support. I mean, it looks like her husband is kind of wilding out on the blogs. Again. He stay wilding out.
See, I'll be at home minding my business.
I just want Ashley to know that he married a Black woman because, you know, there's this perception that we're more fun, we're more free, you know? And he's going out to get some freedom somewhere else.
Oh, Lord.
I'm just joking.
I'm about to say, I can't take anymore.
Now, you started a music career?
Well, long before Housewives, I was actually pursuing a career in music. Yeah, when I was 19, I left college to pursue music. My sister is in management. She goes on tour with artists and everything like that. So she had the in. And yeah, I was able to be around some very amazing people in the music industry. Unfortunately, when it got to the point of signing record deals, I was like not about to sell my soul to do a deal. So I was like, you know what? I'm not going to change who I am as a person in order to be the artist that they want to be, because I'm not raunchy. I'm not, I'm more fun, and I like my music to be like club bops, and that's what I did. And when I was asked to do things differently, I just was like, no, not going to do that.
Okay. Getting us so you can sing.
I rap.
Okay, now listen, on my show, I don't know if you know, anybody that comes up here, they got to spit or they got to sing.
Oh, Lord have mercy. I didn't know that.
Come on now. Throw some bars. Yep, you ain't know I was going to put you on the spot, did I? Yeah.
I'm not a freestyle person. Okay. But I do have a single out called Drag Queens.
Okay.
And I released it on my YouTube channel back in December. And that was the video. I did the video and everything. And it's been really fun. It was nice to have to really live out a portion of my dreams, you know. And
I'm going to check that out after we end this interview. I want to see. I didn't know that part. That came as a shocker. Now, do you have like any current projects that you're working on? Do you plan on returning to like reality TV or anything?
I'm really not working on anything currently outside of, I have an essential oils company called Mila Eve Essentials.
Okay.
That has taken off. Everyone who's watched the show for the past 4 years that I've been a part of it, they would see me using essential oils. So they know that I know what I'm talking about when it comes to oils. I launched the company January of this year, and it has been nonstop ever since.
I love essential oils. I do.
Yes.
I'm not allergic to them.
You said you're what?
I'm not allergic to them. I'm allergic to everything. So oils, yeah. So now,
yes,
nice.
Oh, it's amazing. They say during the distillation process, the particles are not small enough to become allergens, or they're too small to become allergens. Someone broke it down for me before, but you can be allergic to lavender, but you can use lavender essential oil. It's pretty fascinating. Yeah. It's good stuff.
Okay, I'm gonna have to watch a little documentary on it. Maybe you should do that. Have you done a video?
Right. Go deep into it.
Okay. How does your husband feel that you are no longer a part of the show? Was it a mutual decision between the two of you, or?
Oh, he already knew I wasn't for it anymore. And it's funny because part of him, I remember when we were going back and forth and just like discussing if we would do another season, a part of him was like, I want you to get your get back. I want you to get back out there and just, but by the time all 3 parts of the reunion aired, that last part, it just left a bad taste in my mouth. And he's always supportive of anything and everything that I want to do. So he definitely stands by my side. And honestly, it became so nasty among the women that there was no future in it. There was no way I was going to allow any of those women back into my home besides Karen and Ashley. And my husband, he was pretty much like, I will never fake the funk around any of those women that, that just had so much hate and they did some nasty stuff. So
what's the craziest thing that was done to you over the 4-year span of you being on that show? Maybe something that we didn't hear about, like publicly. Maybe it got scrapped.
Well, I will definitely say they scrapped it from reunion. There was this whole plot that these women some of the women wanted to bring to the show and try to say that my child was not my husband's.
What? Oh, I remember that. I did remember that, and it did get scrapped. How did that come about?
So they played me and my husband's response to a live that Candace did, where she actually revealed the whole plot and admitted to it and talked about the people that were there at the table when they were discussing it. And she even mentioned that she said, well, this will never fly because the baby looks just like Chris spit him out. I mean, she put all of that out there. Me and my husband went live, I believe 2 or 3 days later. In response to that, they showed our response on the reunion, but they never showed what we were responding to. And that pissed me off. I was like, so I'm going to act like this didn't happen. You're going to act like she never admitted that there was a plot amongst some of these women and that she was at the table there for it. And y'all are just going to scrap it like it never happened. And they try to paint my husband as an aggressive person and he just wanted to beat up some women. I'm like, are you serious?
Do you feel like because your relationship was the most stable relationship on the season, like on the show, do you feel like they were a little jealous?
There could possibly be some jealousy and just, I think because I'm very unapologetically me, I think some people, they don't know how to just be themselves. They're too worried about what the viewers will think of them. And for me, I just didn't care. I said, I'm just going to be me. If people like me, great. If they don't, at least I'm being true to myself. And you have a lot of women that are on these platforms that they do what they think the audience wants them to do. And it ends up biting them in the butt.
Like who? I feel that there's a name you want to call out.
No, I mean, I can call out all of them. Everybody does it, everybody. And for me, it's like, I don't care. I'm going to be who I am all the time. And that's just, it is what it is. I'm not going to second guess myself. I'm just going to respond how I would normally respond if cameras were or were not around.
Now, are you surprised that Giselle is no longer with the pastor?
Well, I done told that at the reunion.
So you ain't surprised. It was like everybody knows how that man shake and move around Atlanta. And as soon as a blogger says something, he wants to throw out cease and desist. He wants to make videos saying he's suing motherfuckers. Like, with the church money?
He tried to cease and desist me. And I'm like, dude, I had the darn receipts right there to prove it. So where's the lie? Listen here.
I always felt like those two didn't go together. I believe, in my opinion, Giselle was there for the check. It was an easy check, and, baby daddy needed the publicity for the church. He does realize, especially in Atlanta, it's a very who's who type network. And if people see you on television, they're more inclined to come to the show. I remember when Mace had his church here, I mean, it was thick. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was like a whole fashion show. And like, how do you come behind somebody like Eddie Long, who was an amazing pastor, had some flaws, but he was still amazing at what he did. And I feel like those were some big shoes to fill. And that was a way for him to market the church without having to pay for any of it.
Yeah, I can definitely agree with that.
Because the men don't get paid, do they?
No.
So why else would he be there? You see what I'm saying? So why else would he be there? If you have a whole church.
Maybe he was getting paid, just not by Bravo. Catch.
Okay. Fishing too. Like, come on in here, girl. Come on in here. No, but I like to see, even though you did walk away, it was your peace of mind. And just to not have that, I know what it's like to be surrounded with toxicity and just have a bad cloud over your head. And I don't blame you because, if there is a stereotype going on and they're labeling you and painting the cast, especially the darker tone cast members as colorist, as ghetto, as this, and you know what, you say, I don't need this. You know what I'm saying? I had money before I came in here. We were straight. And you walk away, it's like, what can they say now?
Look, I will take my ghetto butt to my home in Potomac, where I actually live.
And in case anybody knows, because a lot of people, they be sleeping on Potomac. Potomac ain't for, listen, you can't ask for no government assistance living in Potomac. You can't make less than $200,000 a year living in Potomac, okay? I got friends right now, I got 6 kids to a townhouse because they work in D.C. and they got to live in Potomac. It is ridiculously expensive.
It is. But let me tell you, they do offer government assistance now in Potomac.
Now?
It ain't our people the ones that's living in them homes and off the government assistance in Potomac.
What people is it, child? It's them people. Oh, them white. Okay. Listen, my black people. Find out about that government assistance in Potomac so you can live nice too. It's beautiful up there. Oh my God, it's beautiful.
It's a beautiful area.
It is really very beautiful. I love the farm areas. I love the wineries, the distilleries, just everything about it. The snow. You guys have all this. It's just beautiful. I used to live in like shitty Hagerstown, so that's how I know about Potomac. I couldn't afford to live in Potomac, so I went to Hagerstown where the heroin addicts were.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. No, but listen, when are you going to be back in Atlanta? I got to have you in studio.
Oh, I would love to come down. It's so crazy. I was supposed to be down there for Portia's birthday party this past weekend, and I did not make it.
I wish you was there so we could have got the deets on what had happened, child.
Oh, man, I'm glad I didn't go. I heard there was some people there that I don't really get down with.
And you would have been beat ass again. Like, honey, I'm catching a charge. Bail me out, okay? No, but no, thank you. It's always nice to have you. I know you have a YouTube channel. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to make a show at one time. I was under the weather. Allergy season was here, and it took me down. So I was just like, please tell her I'll do it any other time. But now, and I love Dineva. I love DJ Richie Sky. You've been bringing on some really, really cool bloggers to really dish, y'all call it the tea. I call it the wine. You know what I'm saying? On various things. And so when the opportunity presents itself, just know that I will never turn it down again. So I apologize about that. And I was like, I hope she's not mad at me. So,
no, I get it. I get it. Especially when you have little ones and you have a lot on your plate. Trust me, I totally get it.
Thank you. So no, I understanding. Thank you for understanding. Well, please tell everybody where they can find you and ask questions and support you in case they're new. Yes.
You can find me on my YouTube channel, Tea with Monique. On Instagram, it's Mrs. Monique Samuels. And then my website is moniquesamuels.com, and you can get all the information on my businesses and everything else, Binder Time Stories, Me Leave Essentials, and Not for Lazy Moms in my podcast. So we got a lot going on.
All right, I love it. Okay, and listen, this is part 1, so we will do a part 2 when I get you in Atlanta, okay? We will even get you in a hotel, so just let me know. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
So, okay, now we got to go. Bye.